Now in this class we will discuss the definition of sequence and series. See here, sequence, it is a set of numbers, means group of numbers arranged in a well defined manner. So sequence are certain group of numbers arranged in a well defined manner. Nth term of a sequence is denoted by un. It is denoted by un. Nth term will be denoted by un, and the nth term, for example, we take un equal to 2n plus 1. If I put n equal to 1, this will become u1. u1 will be 2 into 1 plus 1, that is 3. Now if I put 2, we'll get u2, that is 2 into 2 plus 1, this will be 5. If I put 3, we'll get u3, that is 2 into 3 plus 1, that will be 7. So the given sequence will be 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. These are the set of numbers arranged in a well defined manner are called as sequence. Now let us go for the limit of a sequence. If I apply limit n tends to infinite un equal to L, that will be the limit of a sequence. We will take the nth term, we apply n tends to infinite. And one important thing is, whenever we have n tends to infinite, then what we do, from numerator as well as denominator, if we have limit n tends to infinite numerator by denominator, then what we do, limit n tends to infinite will be there, we take highest power of n common from numerator upon we take lowest power of n in denominator. Also we take highest power of n common from denominator as well. So whenever we have limit n tends to infinite numerator by denominator, we take highest power of n common from both numerator as well as denominator. And one more thing, if n is tending towards infinite, then 1 by n will tend to 0. Remember this. Now we see the definition of series. It is a sum of sequence. If we add all these terms, then we will get a series. That is, sequence means we have u1, u2, u3, u4, and so on up to un and up to infinite, for infinite sequence. Now if I add all these numbers, we will get a series. So it is a sum of sequence. Sequence could be un, u2, u3, and so on up to un and up to infinite. So if we add all these numbers, then we will get series. Let u1, u2, u3, un be the given sequence, then sum of these all terms is called series of given sequence, denoted by sigma un. And let us suppose Sn be Sn equal to sigma un for finite number of terms. We are adding finite numbers. Now the given series will be convergent, divergent, oscillatory based on this Sn value. If n tend to infinite and Sn value is finite, means if I add all the numbers when n are infinite, then the sum is finite, then we say it is convergent. Now come to divergent. When n tends to infinite, means number of terms are infinite, their addition will become infinite, then the series will be divergent. And the third one is oscillatory. The Sn does not tend to a unique limit. That means it is neither finite nor infinite. Those kind of series will be called as oscillatory series. Now let us see properties of infinite series. The nature of infinite series does not change. Nature will not change. How? It means by multiplication of all terms by a constant k, the nature will not change even though we multiplied constant to all the terms. Next is by addition or removal or deletion of finite number of terms. If we remove certain terms, even though removal of those terms will not affect the nature of the remaining terms. Like in some cases we ignore the first term, second term as well, so that the other terms will make convergence or divergence of series. Now the second property is if two series sigma un and sigma vn are convergent, then their sum will also be convergent. And the last one is necessary condition for convergence of a series, generally series. Then if sigma un converges, then the condition that should be satisfied is limit n tends to infinite un must be 0. This is the condition to see whether the series is convergent or not. It's n term, when limit n tends to infinite, it must be 0. That is the condition for convergence.